Hey, 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 Angie Rae here with Girl That's Toxic. And boy, is it. We're going to head on over to Oklahoma. Yeah, I'm from Texas. It's kind of the same. When you say Oklahoma and Texas, it makes my mouth go, ooh. What has happened in McCurtain County? McCurtain County, you say? What's McCurtain County? Look at it. That's McCurtain County. They say greetings from McCurtain County. I got a funny feeling they don't mean greetings to me. Why would I say that? Why would I say that? Well, I don't know if you guys have heard about the sheriff in McCurtain County, county commissioner, the sheriff's investigator, all getting caught on tape saying horrible things about journalists, threatening to kill journalists, and lynching black people. Why does it always come back to the lynching of the black people? What in the heck is wrong with people? You know, this is the South, okay? This is the South. It happens everywhere else too, but I'm not surprised by this, and you shouldn't be either. Look, I'm from a small Texas town. So this is a small town. I understand what it means to live in a small town. My small town was smaller than this place, but McCurtain County is 230 miles from Oklahoma City, the big city. At least I was 15 minutes away and 30 minutes away from bigger cities. So that was helpful. This is just rural. I mean, I don't want to live there. I ain't feeling no love. And turns out I was right. So let's get going. The Gazette News is owned by the Willingham family. And Chris Willingham is a reporter. And he's been reporting for the past couple of years on government corruption. So he went to file a defamation suit and a suit for violation of his civil rights against the sheriff, Sheriff Kevin McClarty, the sheriff's investigator, last name, what's her name? Something or the other. And then Alicia Manning is her name. And then the county commissioner is Mark Jennings. Now, what did they do? Might you say, what did they do? Well, it seems as if they came at me. Black, that's me. Journalist, that's me. Those are the two people they've decided, the groups that they wanted to attack in this specific conversation. So, because the lawsuit was filed, there was another meeting, a commissioner meeting, some kind of meeting, and conversations were had about this lawsuit and what they wanted to do to the person who filed this lawsuit and just journalists in general. So, this is what was said. The sheriff's investigator, this Alicia Manning, she's caught saying, and she's talking about the fact that Chris Willingham filed this lawsuit against them. She said, now this is according to the Oklahoman, which is another newspaper. They've said that she said, quote, oh, you're talking about you can't control yourself, and this is actually what the county commissioner is saying. Oh, you're talking about you can't control yourself? And then the woman replies, yeah, I ain't worried about what he's going to do to me. I'm worried about what I might do to him. My papa would have wiped wiped him up and used him for toilet paper if my daddy hadn't been run over by a vehicle. Okay. All right, so that was nasty and weird. Adding that her father, I don't know, whatever. So then the county commissioner replied that his father was once upset by something that the newspaper published and, quote, started to go down there and just kill him. This is dangerous. Journalists in large cities are under siege. You can imagine journalists in small cities, towns, hovels, whatever you want to say, hamlets. They are in even more trouble. This is unacceptable. And they continue. County commissioner and the sheriff. I know where two big, deep holes are if you ever need them. The sheriff says, I've got an excavator. Well, these are already pre-dug. That's what the county commissioner says. This is just heartbreaking as a journalist. So Chris Willingham, who was the reporter, he attended a meeting, a county commission meeting, and he left his recorder going because he thought that this group of folks was, once the meeting was over, they were continuing to discuss things, which is against the law. And so the recording was kept on. Well, at this point, those who are in trouble, the sheriff is now saying that the recording was somehow altered. There's no indication of that yet, if that is the case. But there was more that was said. And this is against black folks. Wow. Super nasty. So, according to a transcript, okay, of the recording, the county commissioner, Mr. Jennings, said, this is what he appears to say, quote, back in the day, someone could take a damn black guy and whoop their ass and throw him in the cell. Take them down to Mud Creek and hang them up with a damn rope. But you can't do that anymore. They got more, they got more rights than we got. What in the world? These are the people who are running the city? We just lucked out in that we heard this thanks to the Willinghams who own Gazette News. So this is the mindset of how to treat journalists, people who are holding you accountable, and then let's just throw some black folks in there and lynching. We like those two words together. How many people have they mistreated because they were either black or a journalist? How many people are in their jails now, didn't do a thing, they were just simply black? This shows me that we got to check you. This shows me that your offices are racist. The sheriff's office, the county commissioner, the sheriff's investigator, they're not looking for the truth. This is absolutely horrible. The governor of Oklahoma is horrified. This county commissioner, Mark Jennings, he resigned. Oh, no, I'm out of here. So he wasn't taken out. He wasn't asked to resign. No one, nothing. He resigned. So what? Are we not going to pursue anything with him? Are we not going to pursue? Because Chris Willingham has filed his lawsuit. Defamation. Violation of civil rights. The sheriff is hanging in there, digging in deep, saying that the tape was altered. No indication that that's what happened. The sheriff's investigator, these are all people, law enforcement officers, LEOs, okay? Law enforcement officers, commissioners, investigators. I am afraid. There are roughly 33,000 people living in this place, McCurtain County, Oklahoma. I'm afraid for the people of color. And the NAACP, they went out there, they voiced their concerns along with other people. I've seen pictures with other folks, all kinds of folks, white, black people saying this is unacceptable. Who is going to hold everyone involved in this accountable? Because don't give me this, that it was illegal to have a recording to continue to record without other people knowing, because in Oklahoma, that is a thing, you can do that. In other states, you have to have the consent of both parties before recordings are made, I should say. This is disheartening. And as an African-American journalist, it's just really, you know, I just feel dejected sometimes and saddened by the state of affairs in the United States. And, journalists have been, over the past 3 years, COVID, George Floyd, the Civil Rights Reckoning, journalists have really gone through it and have been treated like mud. When we rely on journalists to cover events, to tell us what is happening, I don't need your bias. I need you to give me all of the facts so I can decide what is best for me and my family. Don't just give me the left. Don't just give me the right. I did the hands differently. Don't matter. I need everything, all the information. That's what I need journalists to always do. Give me all the information. I don't need any. And if you want to play one side against the other, do your thing. That's not the journalist I am. I want to hear from both sides. So I'm waiting to hear from Sheriff McCurtain. How is he going to investigate this? How is he going to investigate himself? Since his investigator is also a part of this, is she going to investigate him? I don't think so. Is she going to investigate herself? How many people have been put in those jails because of these folks who are articulating racist sentiments and murderous sentiments to those who are trying to get information to give to the public to inform them? This is unacceptable. It is unacceptable. We cannot have this. This is the United States of America. This is not a country that doesn't have all the things that we have, all the things in place that we have. And something like this crud can still happen. It is happening. And if you live in a very, very small town, I know it's happening times 10. So I want all of my folks out there to be alley-oop, to understand this story. It's an important story. And if you feel compelled to call someone down in Oklahoma to voice your concerns, do so. So the county commissioner, he resigned. We still heard what you said. There needs to be accountability. That's the thing with government, whether we're talking local, county, state, federal, is accountability. And what sometimes feels like a lack of it. We've got people in positions who don't care about all of the citizenry. We've got people in positions who only care about some of the residents who live there and who will do whatever to harm other residents who live there, making it painful to live there. Because let us not forget, greetings from McCurtain County. Greetings. That's right. We've got a little racism over here. We've got a little murderous thoughts over here. But welcome.